Hey guys, yo, Cows is terrorized, and I have an update for the toxic multi-shot Amazon. Check her out now. Boom. Is that a Death's Web? Minus 48% to enemy poison resistance. Max roll on that is 50. 11 and 11 for life and mana after each kill. Max rolls on those are 12. And the max roll on poison to bone is only 1. Or 2, I'm sorry. It's 2 skills. I only got 1. But that's okay. Look at this chick, man. She's got skulls everywhere. Lidless Wall for more mana after each kill. Silk Weaves for mana after each kill. Our Faceted Artisan's Tiara of Speed. See that? Bramble only rolled 29. Trangs, of course. All the poison skill damage from these things does affect all of our charms, which are all poison damage. I still get people telling me that poison skill damage doesn't work with charms. Yes, it does. Okay. And then on swap, we're using Venom instead of Faith. And we're using the Silk Weaves, like I said, instead of Gore Riders. Trying to reduce our physical damage, but also connect with our hits. So the Venom, what a waste of a Mal Rune, right? Anyway, ignore target's defense, good for this build. The Mana Steal is okay, but we don't do enough physical damage to leech that much, but it's helpful. Prevent monster heals, good. Hit cause monster to flee, not bad on this build. I made it in a Matriarch bow for the attack speed, and we did get 3 to poison to 3 to bow and crossbow skills. So Mercenary has just got his Hoynins for static field proc, Crescent Moon for static field proc, Lawbringer for the undead that we tend to be immune or resistant to poison, and then he's got a G-Face with some resistances jewel. Alright, so we use multi-shot, and we cast the Valkyrie. We apply poison, swap to the Death's Web for the enemy, to reduce the enemy's poison resistance, and let's see how that goes, okay? Let me buy a few more identity scrolls first. Alright, here we go. And then let me just check the shop here, because 3 to curses, 3 to... Yeah, okay. Nothing. Alright, let's go. Terrorized Cows. Here it is. So let's spray these dudes a little bit, and then let's back off and let the poison sap away at them, okay? So did you see I switched over to this? There's the Cow King. He's gone, okay? Kind of sweet, right? Scarab Husk, rare, let's check that out. Nothing. Bramble Mitts. Just realized if you want to see the loot, I gotta move my face. There we go. Bramble Mitts, rare. Replenish life 3. Okay, so let's see how these guys go down without switching. See this? Okay, we just hit these guys over here. Okay, the mercenary took the rest down. So let's hit these guys now. Yikes. Gotta be careful because I don't have a lot of life. And now let's switch, okay? Wow, there's so many. Okay, here we go. So we've just hit that whole pack and we've switched over now. A lot of them went down. Did you see that? Okay. Yeah. Mercenaries doing some good work there with Decrepify. Okay. Yeah. Wow, there's stuff dead, like, off the screen over there. Here's a jewel. I gotta check this jewel, don't I? What if it's, like, 1540? You know, or replenish life plus 2. Halberd. Isn't this the woe stave? This unique halberd? Yeah, man, this is such a great weapon at level 28. Look how many effects it has. Reduce defense, slows target, freeze target, blinds target, prevent through heal, and 50% chance of open wounds with 30% enhanced damage. Is 30% a perfect roll on this? I think it might be. I think 30% is a perfect roll on that. Okay. Wow, here we go. There's a bunch of them. Look at this. Yeah. That was cool. Very satisfying. That's a It's a very satisfying way to kill cows, you know? Look, it's like we're a poison nova necromancer, you know? Here we go. What you want to avoid with this is something that's going to override your poison. You know, so like once in a while, sometimes the Valkyrie will spawn with poison damage on her weapon, and she'll override my poison with hers. So I have to like pay attention to that. Like, so if she hits something and it gets poisoned, I got to make sure I respawn her again. The other thing too is that some people would be like, why don't you use Plague on the Mercenary to get the lower res proc? And that might be pretty good, except that what comes with that are poison nova procs from the Mercenary. So he'll be like overriding my poison damage, which is much better than his, you know? So I don't know. That's why I kind of don't want to try that. I clearly need, let's see here. Yeah. So what I clearly need is a perfect facet in this to bring it down even more. Get another 5% on there. And then I need a shield, right? I need a shield that has at least 3, if not 4 sockets, and has facets in it, okay? Because that would get me... So if I had another negative 5, or I'm sorry, another negative 25, that would get me to, what, minus 88%. Just by putting a facet in this, and then getting a shield with 4 sockets. That would be pretty good. So, yeah, that would be the next move. Would be to do that. And that, I mean, there's a ton of builds that could use... I could build up poison damage with builds like that. Like, all kinds of weird off-meta stuff. Having that much poison gear, you know, on swap and stuff like that. Okay, so let's hit those guys again, and then reduce their poison resistance now by switching. Is she... I think she is overriding my poison. There you go. Let's see. There. See how much faster that guy went down that time? I'm pretty sure she was overriding it. All right. Here. Let's hit all these guys, and now switch. Let's see how they go down. Can you see their health bars draining off pretty good? Yeah. Hey, the zombies. Dude, there's tons over here. Look at this. It's really nice having the ignore targets defense on the bow. So, like, that would be another thing is if I did ever get a bow that was just full of facets and it had like a 6-socketed bow full of facets, you'd lose ignore targets defense unless you sacrificed 1 facet for a jaw rune in there and got the ignore targets defense that way, which wouldn't be that bad, actually. Okay. Let's use that. Grab that. I'm just going to identify this ceremonial bow for fun. 3 to bow and crossbow skills, 1 to max damage. Okay. What else is around here? Like, what did we kill? I gotta, like, check around. Oh, yeah, the Balrog skin. I don't really need this. I'll identify it, though. Zazabi's Ghost Liberator. Attack rating to demons. I feel like that should have also damage to demons. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be a pretty dang good piece if it did have that, too. But whatever. Arrows. Let's see how we doing. Pretty good. So, you know, the cows have a lot of hits, man. And they are... Like, we have... And it's terrorized. So it's level 92. There we go. Let's see how that goes. You see those arrows eventually hit those guys over there, too? There. Look at that. They all went down. Okay. Now let's switch. and run around. Hell rune. There we go. And spray these guys again and switch. Yeah. I mean, it's like really satisfying to just see them all go down like that. Here, I meleeed him with the wand. Did you see that? Okay. Yeah. So we. Ooh, a thresher. So yeah, we can definitely make this build stronger with more facets, which is cool. This is, if you've seen my other videos on this, you'll know that I'm getting pretty excited about this build. This has got to be one of my favorite. My Monk Druid's my favorite off-meta build, but this is my second favorite, I'd say. Okay. But yeah, dudes. I think this is pretty cool that you can apply poison with an Amazon like this in such a wide arc and cone, and yeah, there we go, and be that effective with it, right? I think that's pretty cool that you can do that with the charms and with the poison skill damage and everything, and the minus enemy res. It's all very fun to use. Oh, hopefully she didn't spawn with poison damage. Okay, there we go. Spray those dudes and switch. There we go. Let's see. The firestorm there, if I hadn't mentioned it earlier already, it does interrupt our poison damage, which is a little bit annoying. It might be better off. We might be better off to take this torch away. You know, if I did that, our res would suffer a bit, but we could put a couple more poison charms in that slot instead, you know, if we did do that. Or we could even, like, yeah, I think that's what I would do. I would take this away, forget about the res, just, you know, don't get hit, and then we could do a couple more poison charms. I think I have more that have like that rolled like 100 on them, you know. And those only have a 5-second duration, so that's not bad. That's our average duration for this build is if you're not counting the bits, and you're just talking about like the frames and bits, and you're just talking about the seconds. My average duration is like 5.3 seconds actually, so that's pretty good. Okay. I'm pretty sure, like in other areas where the guys don't have as many hits, everything would be dead in one burst. I'm pretty sure. I need a key. I also think that if we put on Gore Riders again and the Faith Bow again, I would at least buff up my physical damage a bit, to the point where, you know, our initial hit would take a bit more of their life away, and then the poison would pretty much take care of the rest. So I think you know, that would be something that I'd like to do instead. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, like just using Venom, because it gets no use at all, and it needs an upgrade. I think this rune word really should have minus enemy res, poison res on it, or poison skill damage, you know, at the very least. You could make it, that way you could at least make it in like a dagger or something for like a necromancer, you know, or other characters that want to try to build poison, like Rabies Druid, stuff like that. It kind of needs something like that. It costs a mail rune, like, come on. So I think I cleared this out, right? Is there a little bit more over here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nice big pack over here. All right, let's switch. Hit those guys again. Switch again. Okay. The stragglers here. Okay. So, that's it. We got them all. So, terrorized cows with the multi-shot Amazon. Just focusing on the poison damage. Okay? We took away all of our physical damage for the most part. No faith, no gore riders. We're just using the poison aspect, and we're able to do terrorized cows. You know, not too bad in terms of output. I know you can be faster with a Javazon. Thank you for telling me. I know.